Hello everyone, welcome everyone to a new month. Today is 2nd of February. So looking at the condition of the market, we are in a downtrend because of how the market structure is looking. This was the all-time high that gold created. And looking at the condition of the market, we are in a downtrend. So before we be able to identify our support zone and our resistance zone, let's look at the month market structure, the daily, the 4 hours, the 1 hour, and the 30 minutes, just for us to have an idea what you're anticipating the market to give to us. So let's go to the month market structure. Let's zoom the chart a little bit. So this January candle closed with a rejection bullish candle. This was the previous month candle, like December candle, while this is January. So this is the recent month candle. And then this month just started and today is 2nd. And look at how the body of the candle has created. That the candle decided to come down and the candle is about to break the low of last month's candle. So it's very important for us to know what the month market structure is saying against the daily, the 4 hours, the 1 hour, and the 30 minutes. Sometimes I look at the 15 minutes and the 5 minutes just for me to have an idea what I'm anticipating the market to give to me. So we're looking at the condition of the month market structure. We are still in an uptrend, but the only reason why this candle will come down to break the low of this last month candle, then we can anticipate for the candle to continue to come down to give us a very strong bearish candle like this. To give us a very strong bearish candle, like let's assume that this is a bearish candle, to give us a very strong bearish candle like this, by which the candle can close like this for the next candle to break the low of this candle for it to continue to come down. So it's very important for us to know what we want and how we want it. So looking at the condition of the month market structure, we don't need to do anything since last month candle closed with a rejection bullish candle, and this candle is about to break the low of this last month candle. So let's go to the daily. So looking at the condition of the daily market structure, we are in a consolidation zone because we have the low of the recent candle and we have the high of the recent candle. So we are still in this consolidation zone from the high of this candle over here down to the low of this candle over here. We are still in a consolidation zone. So the only reason why this candle will have to continue to come down to break the low and break the low so that we'll identify this market structure as a downtrend is only when we will have a bearish candle that will close like this so that the candle will be able to break the low of the candles and the low of the previous candle and the low of the December candle. But let me look at this other line. We don't need this line. We are trying to identify the high. So this is the high of the last month candle. This is the low of the last month candle. So we don't need that other line. Let's go to the daily. So looking at the condition of the daily market structure, we are in a consolidation zone because from the high of this candle down to this low of this candle, this zone is being considered as a consolidation zone. So until we see a bearish candle to break this low of last month candle and the low of previous last month candle, then before we can anticipate that we are in a downtrend. But I believe that the moment we keep moving from the month to daily to 4 hours to the 1 hour and the 30 minutes, we definitely identify a good market condition. So as of the daily market structure, we don't need to do anything since this candle has broken the low of this previous candle, and this daily candle is left with 15 hours before this candle needs to close. So there's a high probability that this candle can still continue to come down and close like this because of how the volume of the market is at the moment. So as of now, we don't need to do anything. Let's delete this. This candle has broken the low of this candle, this candle, this candle, this candle, this candle, this candle, and this candle. This candle has also broken the low of this previous daily candle. So the best thing is just for us to wait. Let's go to the 4 hours. Looking at the condition of the 4 hours market structure, let's delete this. Let's adjust this. So looking at the condition of the market structure, so the 4 hours market condition, we are in a downtrend. The reason why I say that we are in a downtrend is because of how the market structure is. Because when we checked the month market condition, that the candle needs to break the low of this last month candle. So, but the moment we move from the month to the daily, then to the 4 hours, we'll definitely have a clear view of what the market condition is saying. So, but the 4 hours market condition, we are in a downtrend because of how we have a bearish candle, bearish candle, bearish candle, and a doji candle, a bearish candle, and a rejection bullish candle, a bearish candle, and a bearish candle, and a bearish candle. So, but from this high of the candle to the low of this candle, the range is very big. So if we are looking at the month market condition, we don't need to measure the range, but the moment we keep moving from the month to the daily to the 4 hours to the 1 hour and to the 30 minutes, we need to measure the range, because the more we keep moving from different time frame, then we are able to have a clear view of what the market condition is doing. So looking at the 4 hours market condition, we are in a downtrend. So that means this candle has broken the low of this previous bearish candle. So this candle is likely to continue to come down to break this line over here. And this 4 hours candle is left with 3 hours before this candle needs to close. So the best thing is just for us to wait. And since there is volume in the market, that most of the candles, they are just printing with a bearish candle and a bearish candle. So, and today is Monday. So the best thing is just for us to watch the market and see what the market condition is saying. Then we'll be able to identify our recent support and our recent resistance. And the moment we are able to get a good market condition, then we'll definitely take that position. So for now, we don't need to do anything since we are still doing our analysis. So looking at the condition of the 4 hours market structure, so we are in a downtrend. Let's go to the 1 hour. So the 1 hour market condition, we are still in a downtrend because of how the body of the candle is printing. And I also want you guys to know that if we are dealing with an uptrend, we have a higher high and a higher low, a higher high and a higher low, a higher high and a higher low, a higher high and a higher low continuously. So this is the formation of an uptrend. But when we are dealing with a downtrend is a lower high and a lower low, a lower high and a lower low, a lower high and a lower low, a lower high and a lower low. So this is the formation of a downtrend, while this is the formation of an uptrend. But definitely we'll try and see how the market structure is printing. The moment we keep moving from different time frames, we'll definitely see this structure or this structure. So but looking at the condition of this recent 1 hour candle, so we have a downtrend like this, a lower low and a lower high, a lower low and a lower high, a lower low. At the moment now, we are still going down. So that means we are anticipating for a bullish candle to close like this, by which the next candle we have to give us a bearish candle like this. Let's assume that this candle is a bearish candle, then for the candle to continue to come down like this. The moment we have this type of candle formation, so this now will be our lower high, and then the candle will continue to come down to give us a lower low. The candle will continue to come down to give us a lower low. So, but looking at the condition of the market structure, this recent 1 hour candle is still going down. That means there is volume in the market, that the candle is still continuing to go down to break this low of last month's candle, because this line indicates the low of last month's candle. So it's very important for us to know what we want and how we want it. So looking at the condition of the 1 hour market structure, So we don't need to do anything. I understand that we have a resistance zone over here. We have a minor resistance and a minor resistance. But what I'm anticipating the market to give to me is for us to have a bullish candle like this. Maybe the next candle can give us another bullish candle like this. Then for us to have a bearish candle like this, so that we'll be able to identify a very good market condition for us to identify our recent support and our recent resistance. But looking at how the condition of the market structure is at the moment, we can't really do anything. So the best thing is just for us to wait. So let's go to the 30 minutes time frame. So looking at the condition of the 30 minutes time frame, let's delete all these boxes. So looking at the condition of the 30 minutes time frame, so we are in a downtrend, just like how I explained to you guys that we have a higher high and a lower high and a lower low, a lower low and a lower high, a lower low and a lower high, then continuously. So that's just what the market structure is doing at this moment. So the best thing is just for us to wait. At the moment, let's identify this zone, resistance zone at the moment. Let's identify this zone as our resistance zone. So all we need right now is for this recent 30 minutes candle is left with 17 minutes before this candle needs to close. So we are anticipating for a bullish candle to close like this. Then for the next one to also give us a bullish candle. Then the moment this candle should close with a bullish candle, we'll be able to identify this zone as our recent support zone over here. So but at the moment, we don't need to do anything. All we need to do is just for us to be patient until this candle needs to close. Then we'll be able to anticipate for the next one to give us a bullish candle, by which we'll be able to identify our recent support zone. So for now, we don't need to do anything. Let's look at the 15 minutes time frame. So as you can see how the market structure is just printing. Lower low, lower high, lower lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and lower high. So that's just how the market structure is printing. Just like how the downtrend market condition can be, like you have a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, and a lower low. So this is just how the condition of the market is at the moment. So we are in a downtrend. So the best thing is just for us to wait. Let's see the 5 minutes. Here we are in a downtrend. So let me delete this so that not confuse anybody. Let me delete this. So for now, the best thing is just for us to wait. We don't need to do anything. Since this 30 minutes candle is left with 15 minutes before this candle needs to close. So let's wait until we're able to identify a bullish candle that will close like this. Then we can anticipate the next candle to break the high for it to continue to give us a bullish candle, or it can decide to continue to go up. But we need to identify our support zone first before we can anticipate if the candle we need to break our support zone or our resistance zone with our order confirmation, which I'm going to tell us if it is the right time for us to take a position. So for now, we don't need to do anything. So let me just bring this here and bring our sell here. Since we are anticipating this zone to be a consolidation zone, but our buy position is here. So at the moment, we don't need to do anything. Today is Monday, and in the next 15 minutes time is London Open. So at the moment, this is pre-London. So the best thing is just for us to wait until we're able to identify a bullish candle. You know, you can come to the market and then you meet a sweet, like the market condition will be very sweet. Easily, you'll be able to identify your resistance and your support. Maybe in the next 15 minutes time or 30 minutes time, then you'll be able to take a position and then you take your profit and you are done for the day. sometimes too, you can come to the market and you meet the market structure, like it can be choppy and like a different market condition. So all you need to do, you don't need to force it. You don't need to force anything. You need to be patient. Come to the market when you're done with your analysis. If you didn't see anything, you just need to be patient. Sit quietly, sit patiently until you're able to identify a structure. Then you'll be able to identify your resistance and your support. Then you need to wait until the break of your resistance zone with your other confirmation before you can decide to take a position. So at the moment, we don't need to do anything. Today is Monday, so it's just for us to come to the market, which we are here, and then we are anticipating for this candle to close, then for the next candle to close with a bullish candle, so that we'll be able to identify our recent support to do. So for now, we don't need to do anything. Let's see how this candle will close, and in the next 30 minutes time from now, it's London open. So let's see what this recent candle want to do. If this candle want to reject off this zone and close with a bullish candle, or if the candle we have to close with a bearish candle, then we can anticipate for the next candle to give us a bullish candle. So for now, let's just enjoy the music, and if you guys have a question, you can send your message in the chat box and I'll get back to you guys. So let's wait and see. Let me just write. Let's wait. Let's wait. So we are anticipating it. Let me change the color to red. Let me increase it. So let's wait. Let's see what this candle want to do. Today is Monday. We don't need to do anything. This is the beginning of the week, so we are anticipating for a bullish candle to form, so that I'll be able to identify our recent support zone. Let's wait and see what the market structure want to do. So I'm just looking at my order screen just for me to have an idea what the order time frame is saying. So let's see how this 30 minutes candle wants to close. Since this 30 minutes candle is left with 8 minutes before this candle needs to close. Let's see if this candle will close with a rejection bullish candle or if this candle will close with a bearish candle. Since we are anticipating for the next candle to give us a bullish candle, so now we'll be able to identify this zone as our recent support zone. So for now, we don't need to do anything, just like how I wrote it over here. Let's wait. Let's wait and see. Since in the next 9 minutes from now is London Open, so definitely like we'll have volume in the market. Today is Monday. So this candle is left with 6 minutes before the candle needs to close. So let's wait until the close of this candle. But just in case you guys have a question and you don't understand anything, you can send your message in the chat box and I'll get back to you guys. But for now, we don't need to do anything. Let's wait until the close of this candle since we are trying to identify our recent support. So we consider this zone to be our resistance zone because of how the market structure is looking at the moment. Let's wait. This candle can close with a rejection bullish candle, so the best thing is just for us to wait. Then the moment we are able to identify a structure, then we need to identify that zone as our recent support zone. So let's wait. In the next 5 minutes is the close of this candle, and this candle is likely to close with a rejection bullish candle. So let's see what this candle wants to do. In the next 5 minutes time, then we'll be able to tell if we need to identify this zone as our support zone. So let's see what the candle wants to do. Just like how I told you guys that this candle can decide to close with a rejection bullish candle for the next candle to break the high. If this candle should close with a bullish candle and close with a bullish candle, it's very important for you to know what you want and how you want it before you can decide to take a position. So since this candle is left with 2 minutes before this candle needs to close, let's see if this recent 30 minutes candle will close with a rejection bullish candle. If this candle close with a rejection bullish candle, so that means we have a confirmation that this will be our support zone. But the only reason why we need to wait for the next candle need to break the high of this bullish candle over here, so that this support zone will be a very strong support zone. Let me explain to you guys. So let's say we have a bearish candle like this. This candle is a bearish candle, and then this other candle can decide to close. Let me see something. I'm coming. So let's assume that this recent candle can decide to close with a rejection bullish candle like this, while this is a bearish candle. So that means we are anticipating for the next candle, for the body of this candle to break the high of this candle over here, then for the body of the candle to continue to give us a wick like this, then the body of the candle can continue to go up like this and close with a bullish candle. The moment the body decides to close with a bullish candle like this, so that means this support zone is a very strong support zone, this zone over here, because this next candle has broken the high of this bullish candle over here. So if this candle should choose to close with a rejection bullish candle, so the thing we need to wait is just for us to be patient. We don't need to do anything for the next candle to break the high of this bullish candle over here, so I'll be able to identify this zone as a strong support zone. But if this candle should close with a bullish candle, that means we have a confirmation that our support zone is here, but we need to wait for the next candle to break the high of this candle and close with a bullish candle. The reason why I say that we need to wait, let me give you guys an example. Let me say example like this candle has closed with a rejection bullish candle. Let me change this, and then this is a bearish candle. Let me just change the color to red. This is a bearish candle, and this candle has closed with a bullish candle, and then this is our resistance zone, and we want to identify this zone as our support zone. Let's say if we didn't wait for this candle to break the high of this bullish candle, and we choose to identify this zone as our support zone like this, so what if the next candle decides to not to break the high of this candle over here, then for the candle to continue to come down to break our support zone? Looking at the condition of the market structure, we kind of having a formation of candle like this that didn't break the high of this bullish candle, that the next candle wants to continue to come down to break our support zone. This type of market condition, I will not advise us for us to take a position, because this candle choose to close with a rejection bullish candle, that we are in a downtrend. What is the probability that this candle will just continue to come down to break the low of this candle over here? So to me, I love for us to have a very strong support and a very strong resistance. You kind of just anticipating the market to give you a random market like structure, and then for you to just take a position. That means you don't know what the next candle wants to do, but you patiently waiting for you to be able to identify the next candle to break the high of this candle that gave us a confirmation that our support zone is here. Then that means the next candle can choose to close in this consolidation zone, so that from this support zone to this resistance zone is a strong zone in terms of we having a strong support and a strong resistance. So this candle has closed with a rejection bullish candle, just like how I explained to you guys over here. So this candle has closed with a strong bullish candle. So I'll come and let me delete this. Let me also delete this. So let's zoom the chart a little bit. So we are trying to identify a strong resistance and a strong support. This candle has closed with a rejection bullish candle. That means we have a support zone over here. The next candle has created a wick. So the thing that I want is for this candle to continue to go up to break the high of this bullish candle over here, so that we'll be able to identify this zone as a strong support zone. But this candle needs to close with a bullish candle like this. The candle needs to close the bullish candle like this, so that this zone will be considered as a very strong support zone. If this candle wants to continue to go up to break our resistance zone, for it to continue to go up, then you need to ask yourself, where will you put your stop loss? Because from the low of this candle to our resistance zone, you're looking at 2,000 pips, and that's huge. Imagine you trading with 2,000 pips. You don't need to do that. That's huge. So it's very important for you to know what you want and how you want it. So the only reason why we'll be able to take a position is when we see a reasonable candle should close like this, then for the next one to break the high with our order confirmation, which I'm going to tell us if it is the right time for us to take a position. So for now, we don't need to do anything. So the best thing is just for us to wait. This candle has broken the high of this rejection bullish candle over here. So this candle needs to continue to go up and close with a bullish candle, so that we'll be able to identify this zone as a consolidation zone, because from this resistance zone down to this support zone is being considered as a consolidation zone. So this recent candle has broken the high of this rejection bullish candle. So that means we can adjust this zone to be our support zone. So we are anticipating for this candle to close in this zone from the resistance to the support. So the candle needs to close like this. It needs to close with a bullish candle like this. Let me move this one here. So the candle needs to close a bullish candle like this in this consolidation zone. Then the next candle can choose to break the high for it to continue to go up or for it to continue to come down. But the moment you're able to identify a structure, I'm going to tell us if it is the right time for us to take a position. So as of now, we don't need to do anything. The best thing is just for us to wait until we're able to identify a structure. You kind of being a forex trader, you come to the market, you meet the market's condition like this. You don't need to rush and take a position. Don't do that. Don't rush and take a position. Wait until you're able to identify a structure. Let me say example, if you want to be patient, you need to be patient, because your patience will also help you for you not to go and lose your money, because you need to wait. You know what your trading plan says, that this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. So you need to wait until you're able to identify a structure before you can decide to take a position. So for now, we are anticipating for this candle for it to continue to close in this zone, by which the next candle can break our resistance zone, or this candle can choose to break our resistance zone, which I'm going to tell us when we need to take a position. So for now, let's just wait. And if you are joining right now and then you have a question or you don't understand anything, so you can send your message in the chat box and I will get back to you. So for now, we don't need to do anything. Let's wait. Let's see what this recent 30 minutes candle want to do. But it's better for you to have formation of a bearish candle like this. Now let me use, this is a bullish candle. So it's better for you to have formation of a bullish candle like this than you having formation of a bullish candle like this. If you have formation of a bullish candle like this, then you need to ask yourself, where will you put your stop loss? And it's also good for you to have formation of a bearish candle like this than you kind of having a formation of bearish candle like this, because you always need to ask yourself, where will you put your stop loss? It's not that we are here for us to gamble. We are not gambling, rather we are trading. Let me delete this. So it's better for you to have formation of a bearish candle like this than you having a formation of a bearish candle like this. Let me change this color to red. So this is just how the market structure is. You kind of come into the market, and then for you to be able to identify what you want the market to give to you is very important, because we are not chasing the market. We know what we want and how we want it. So if this candle has broken the high of this rejection bullish candle, that means this zone is being considered as a strong support zone. So this candle can decide to go up and close with a bullish candle, by which the next candle can decide to break the high or I can decide to break the low. So for now, we don't need to do anything. Let's see how this candle wants to close. Since this recent 30 minutes candle is left with 23 minutes before this candle needs to close, so let's wait and see. Let's see what the market structure wants to do. Let's look at the 15 minutes. Sometimes too, some people can choose to trade this consolidation zone, but we can anticipate for the candle to continue to go up. So everybody with how they feel comfortable in trading. Let me say this candle has closed the bullish candle. So some people can decide to take a position here. Then they can anticipate for the candle to continue to go up to this resistance zone over here. But for us, this zone is being considered as a consolidation zone. So we are anticipating for the break of these are support zone or the break of these are resistance zone. Everybody with how they feel comfortable in trading. Once this candle has broken the high, so some of them can decide to take a position here. They're looking at some of them can decide to take a position here and put their stop loss here, and then anticipate for the candle to continue to go up. Maybe they can target here. So some people can actually trade something like this. Everybody with their different trading strategy and what work for them and how they feel comfortable in trading. So this is the 5 minutes. This is the 15 minutes. Anyways, the person is just for us to wait. Like today is Monday, so we don't need to rush the market setup. We don't need to rush it. Let's wait. Let's see what the market structure want to do. Let's see what this candle want to do. Let's enjoy the music. If you guys have any question or you don't understand anything, then send your message and I'll get back to you guys. It's very important for you to come to the markets and just be patient. You don't need to do anything. Since we are not chasing the market, we know what we want and how we want it before we can decide to take a position. So this 30 minutes is left with 30 minutes for this candle to close. So the best thing is just for us to wait. We don't need to do anything. Since this is the beginning of London Open, that means we are anticipating for this candle to close with a bullish candle. Then the next candle can decide for it to continue to go up or for it to continue to come down. So it's very important for us to know what we want and how we want it before we can decide to take a position. So let's wait. Let's enjoy the music. Let's see what this candle wants to do. If this 30 minutes candle wants to continue to go up or want to continue to come down, let me give you guys an example. Let's assume that this candle has created a bullish candle like this. Let me zoom the chart a little bit. This candle has quoted a bullish candle like this. If this candle wants to continue to reject up this zone and get to our support zone with a wick like this, I will not advise us for us to take a position. The moment the body of this candle should get to our support zone, I will not advise us for us to take a position, because you need to ask yourself, the candle decided to break the high of this rejection bullish candle over here and then decided to go up. I understand that this candle didn't break the high of this bearish candle over here. It hasn't broken the high. But what is the probability that this candle broke the high of this bullish candle and then for it to continue to go up and get to this position and choose to reject up this zone, and the candle should break our support zone? Let me take for example that you choose to take a position here. So what is the probability that the candle will continue to come down to fill this wick over here? This candle can just break this support zone, do like this, and choose to close with a doji candle like this, that you end up seeing a formation of candles like this. Like this and close with a doji candle. The second reason is for you to kind of ask yourself, will you put your stop loss all the way from the high of this candle over here to our support zone? Like, you need to ask yourself, where will you put your stop loss? The range from the high of this candle over here to our support zone is huge. So it's very important for you to know what you want and how you want it. So if this candle should decide to continue to close with a doji candle or a rejection bearish candle, we don't need to do anything. Since you are anticipating for this candle to close with a bullish candle, then the next candle will have to break the high of this bullish candle, or have to continue to break the low of this bullish candle. And then the moment you are able to identify a good structure, I'm going to tell us that it is the right time for us to take a position. It's always important for you to know what you want and how you want it. It's not just when the market is going up or when the market is coming down you choose to take a position without you having a trading plan or without you following your trading plan. Always follow your trading plan, because if you follow your trading plan and then you take any loss, definitely you will not blame yourself or you will not blame markets. Rather, you tell yourself that today the market choose not to give me a profit. Tomorrow the market will bless you. So it's very important for you to know what you want and how you want it before you can decide to take a position. Let's see how this 30 minutes candle wants to close. If this 30 minutes candle, we need to close with a bullish candle for the next one to break the high, for the next one to break the low. But from this resistance zone down to this support zone is being considered as a consolidation zone. So let's wait and see. This 30 minutes candle is left with 7 minutes for this candle will close. So let's wait and see. Let's see what this candle want to do. Candle will close in the next 5 minutes time. And see if this candle will close with a bullish candle, then we can anticipate for the next candle for it to continue to break the high, for it to continue to go up, or you can choose to break the low for it to continue to come down. But this candle hasn't broken the high of this bearish candle over here. Let's see in the next 5 minutes time how this candle will print, if this candle wants to continue to go up. The candle is about to break the high of this bearish candle over here. Let's see. It's about to break the high. And the candle is left with 3 minutes. Candle hasn't broken the high, but if the candle should move now, it will break the high of this bearish candle. Let's see what the candle wants to do. I don't need this line. I just want to make sure that the candle has broken the high of this bearish candle. That means that it's falling at the moment. Candle can choose to close with a strong bullish candle. Then we can anticipate for the next one to break the high for it to continue to go up. Like I explained to you guys, that it's very important for you to know what you want and how you want it. It's good for you to have formation of candles like this, which can anticipate for the next one to break the high for it to continue to go up. Then you kind of anticipating the market to give you a very strong bullish candle like this, and then you need to ask yourself where will you put your stop loss, or also for you to have a bearish candle like this. So the best thing is for you to have a bullish candle that close like this, or a bearish candle that close like this. Then you can anticipate for the next candles for it to continue to go up, than you kind of having a formation of candles like this. So it's always good for you to pay attention to the market condition. So in the next 1 minute and this 30 minutes candle will close. So let's see how this candle will close. But just like how I anticipated it for this candle to close with a bullish candle, then for the next one to break the high of this bullish candle and close with a bullish candle. The moment this candle closes with a bullish candle, that means this support zone over here is a very strong support. I didn't be this candle decided to go up to break the high, then the body of this candle decided to come down to break the low, and then for it to break our support zone, I will not advise us for us to take a position, because it's very important for you to know what you want and how you want it. So if this candle chooses to close with a bullish candle, that means this support zone is a strong support zone, because this candle closed with a rejection bullish candle. The next candle broke the high of this bullish candle and closed with a bullish candle. From this resistance zone down to this support zone is being considered as a consolidation zone. So in the next 50 seconds from now, this candle will need to close. So if the next candle, we have to break the high of this bullish candle for it to continue to go up, or the candle can decide to come down for it to break our support zone. But I'm going to tell us what we need to do. It's very important for you to know what you want and how you want it before you can decide to take a position. So let's delete this. We don't need it. Let's see how this candle will close. So this candle has closed with a bullish candle. So this next candle can decide to break the high of this bullish candle for it to continue to go up, or the candle can choose to continue to come down. But anyways, guys, I have something for me to do. So today's live stream is for an hour. So, but just in case you guys, so before I go, let me explain to you guys what we are expecting the market to give to us, because I'll be looking at the market condition as well. The moment I identify a structure, I'm going to take a position. So let me explain to you guys what we are expecting the market to give to us. So from this resistance zone down to this support zone is a consolidation zone. This candle has closed with a rejection bullish candle and a bullish candle to give us a strong support zone over here. So the next, if the next candle should continue to break the high for it to continue to go up and close like this, we don't need to do anything. But the best thing is just for us to wait. If we have a strong bearish candle that closes like this, we don't need to do anything. Let's wait until the candle needs to close. Or if we have a very strong bullish candle that closes like this, we don't need to do anything. Let's wait until Let's wait until this candle needs to close. Let me adjust this so that I don't confuse anybody. So let's wait until this candle needs to close. Then we can anticipate for the next one to give us. Let me adjust this. Then that means we can expect the next one for it to create a lower wick like this. A lower wick like this for the body of the candle to, let me see, let me zoom the chart a little bit. So that means we are anticipating for a wick to form like this, then for the body of this candle to break the high of this candle, then for the candle to continue to go up. Then you need to ask yourself, where will you put your stop loss? The moment this candle created a wick, all you need to do is, since this is your entering position, you need to put your stop loss here. But you need to ask yourself, if your trading plan says from the entering position to the low of this candle, if the peep from the entry position to the low, maybe like 50 pips or 100 pips or 150 pips, so you need to ask yourself, according to your trading plan, are you okay for you to put your stop loss here? But if your stop loss is somewhere here, you can still put your stop loss here, because I don't see any reason why this candle decide to come down to create a wick, then the body of this candle decide to break the high of this bullish candle. That means you are expecting it for it to continue to go up. But the reason why this candle will decide to go up and then come back to your entry position and stop you out, you need to know when you need to manage your risk, because if this candle should decide to go up, I don't see any reason why this candle will decide to come back down to your entry position. So the moment this candle is coming back down, you need to know how to manage your risk. So if this candle should break the high of this bullish candle over here, then you just need to allow the candle for it to continue to go up. If your stop loss, if your entry, like your take profit, is here or here or here or here, then you need to allow the candle for it to continue to go up until it gets to your take profit. So let me also explain to you guys our sell position. So if this candle should decide to close from here, decide to close the bearish candle like this, don't open a position. All you need to do is just for you to wait for a wick to form like this, then for the body of this candle over here to break the low of this candle over here, about which can anticipate for the candle to continue to come down. So you need to ask yourself, where will you put your stop loss? If your take profit is here, and let me say the wick is here, or your stop loss is here according to your trading plan, then you can anticipate for this bearish candle for it to continue to come down to this position or to this position. This line indicates the low of the recent month candle. Yeah, this line indicates the low of the recent month candle. So that means I'm coming, let me see. So this line indicates the low of the recent month candle. So it's not recent, like the previous month candle. So that means we are anticipating for this candle for it to continue to come down to get to the low and then break the low, then for it to continue to come down, then you'll be able to secure your profit. So this is what I'm anticipating the market to give to me. So if the market should give us a candle formation like this, we need to anticipate for the wick to form, then for the body of the candle to break the low, for it to continue to come down. And then we're also anticipating for the body of the candle to break this bullish candle for it to continue to go up. It's very important for you to know what you want and how you want it before you can decide to take a position. So this is what I'm anticipating the market to give to me. And then if you guys maybe have a question after now, or you don't understand anything, so you can as well reach out to us that maybe I was able to explain something, or you saw something that you didn't understand. You can send us a message. Definitely, I believe for the fact that we all will join this live stream, it means like every one of us, we are part of our Discord community. So that means you can send us a message, and then we'll be able to explain to you if you didn't understand anything. But this is what I'm anticipating the market to give to me. Just in case I see this type of market condition, I would definitely take the position here or take the position here. Then I can anticipate the market to continue to go up to get to my TP. So I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. You know, the live stream is Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, and then have a nice day. Always know what you want and how you want it, because we are not chasing the market. We are not gambling, rather we are traders. So we know what we want, and we have a trading plan, and our trading plan will guide us if it is the right time for us to take a position. So for now, we don't need to do anything, since from this resistance zone down to this support zone is being considered as a consolidation zone. So the best thing is just for us to wait. So I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you everyone for joining. See you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.